Standard form equation. So if we remember earlier in Unit 3, prior to winter break, we were given some equations in standard form which looks like this. AX plus BY equals C, where X and Y are our variables, that's our ordered pair, and then A, B, and C are considered our constants. They're like numbers that are coefficients of X and Y, and then there's always one out here by itself. Okay, so this is what, when you see an equation written like this, we call that standard form. And our goal is, when we see one written this way in standard form, we want to change it from standard form to this form, slope-intercept form. We want to get y on the left, equal sign, slope being the coefficient of x, and then if there's a constant, we want plus or minus some number out here. So we want to do that to here, and we've already done this, like I said, once this year. So hopefully this is a review. Okay, so let's do this first one together. I'm going to convert this. So I'm always going to start by drawing my wall through my equal sign, because if we move stuff from one side to the other across this line, across this equal sign, then we have to do the inverse operation to move it from one side to the other. So that's why we did all that reminding at the beginning for the first part of our warm-up and stuff. So the only thing you notice that we want on the left is the y. So I'm going to leave just this y. I want everything else moved to this side and in this order. So I'm going to start by moving this minus 4x. I want to move that, so I'm going to do the inverse, which will be add 4x. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other, so we're going to add 4x over here. So the minus 4x and the plus 4x is going to cancel, and I'm going to be left with this 2y, so I'm going to bring it down. And then over here, we're going to look, and can we combine 6 plus 4x? We cannot combine those. You can't add them because they're not like terms. But we need to bring them both down, and when I write them, I want them to be in the form of mx plus b. So I'm not going to write 6 plus 4x, but I'm going to reverse it and have 4x plus 6, because I want it to look like this, mx plus b. All right, now I still don't have my y by itself because I have this 2 out front, so I need to move this 2. This means 2 times y, so we're going to undo the times 2 by dividing by 2. And on this side, you've got to divide everything by 2. So I bring down my y equals, 2 divided by 2 cancels out, leaving me with y equals. 4x divided by 2 is 2x, and then positive 6 divided by 2 would be positive 3. So we now have it in slope-intercept form, y equals 2x plus 3. We would now be able to graph this equation. Let's do the next example together as well. Example 2. Convert this to standard, from standard form to slope-intercept form. So I'm always going to start by drawing my wall down my x equal sign and identifying what I want to get by itself. I want to get my y equals. So first I'm going to do is move this minus 12. I already have my minus 2x here, so I'm just going to move this minus 12. So I'm going to start by doing the inverse, which would be add 12. And what you do to one side, you do to the other. So we have to show this part of adding on both sides. The minus 12x and plus 12x will cancel out, leaving me with negative 3y. I'm just bringing it down. And then can we combine negative 2x plus 12? No, we can't. They're not like terms. So I'm going to bring them both down. And when I write them, I want them in the form of mx plus b. So I'm going to write negative 2x first and then my plus 12. All right, now I'm still not finished because I need to get rid of this negative 3 that's in front of this y. This means negative 3 times y. So we're going to undo that by dividing by negative 3. And then everything on this side has to be divided by negative 3 as well. So negative 3 divided by negative 3 leaves me with 1y. Bring it down. Negative 2x divided by 3. Well, negative divided by negative is going to simplify to 2/3, a positive 2/3 x. I can't divide that, so I'm just going to leave it a fraction, and that's okay because remember this is a slope. So rise over run, 2/3 x. And then positive 12 divided by negative 3 is negative 4. So that simplifies. So this in standard form equation up here in slope-intercept form would be y equals 2/3 x minus 4. And now we can graph it.